We're Matteo and Micha, and today we're exploring the stunning Siena Cathedral, along with the 5 monuments that make up Il Duomo di Santa Maria Assunta.
I'm just gonna go sideways, honestly, because there's like seriously no space for your feet.
Il Facciatone, the new cathedral and its panoramic view.
This is cool.
The Opera del Duomo Museum, La Porta del Cielo, the Gate of Heaven, the interior of the cathedral and its Piccolomini Library.
This is just beyond. Absolutely beyond.
The ancient crypt and the Baptistery of San Giovanni. Subscribe to follow the adventure.
Baby, what did I just say?
Welcome to Siena.
So after you climb that giant set of stairs, you got the museum over here and the Siena Cathedral right here. It is such a gorgeous day today. Let's go buy our tickets. Are you excited to see this cathedral?
Always excited to see a cathedral. It's only about the 252nd that we've seen in the last 3 years.
So the cathedral entrance is there, but the ticket office is back here. We do not have a reserved ticket, so we are going to not reserved.
The 20-euro one.
Yeah, so with the combined 20-euro ticket, you get the museum, you get the panoramic view, the crypt, the church. When we go inside, we have to pick a time to climb the dome.
We just bought our tickets for the cathedral, but it's not just the cathedral we get. We bought the top ticket for 20 euros. We have access to the small library inside of the church, the Museum of the Duomo, the crypt, the baptistry, the walking around point above the, from what I understand, like the inside of the dome and the outside, from what I've seen online, as well as the Facciatone, which is the new cathedral. So all of those things. However, we did have to choose a time for just the, it's called Porta Del Cielo, which is the door to the sky. And that is so we can walk around the inside of the dome as well as the outside, from what I understand. But we're about to find out in 2 hours. The next available spot for the door to the sky was at 1:30, so we just took it.
We're gonna circle back to the cathedral and the rest of the complex in a few minutes, but we do want to climb the new cathedral first. It is the middle of November right now, so the weather's been very hit or miss. So we're gonna take advantage of the fact that it's nice and blue right now and climb the new cathedral first, and then we will come back and see the beauty that is the Siena Duomo. It's almost noon right now, so I'm like, I feel like this is the time to do it. It is there, but you must come to the side over here to go in. This is it. Yay. Well, there's like a lot of options here. I think we go this way. Nope. Somehow we've ended up in a loop. Trying to get to the top. We're also in a museum. I thought this would take us to the top, but now it's just a roundabout.
Michelle, what artwork is this behind us?
Gothic?
Nice. Good job. Good job.
All right. I do want to see this stuff, but I just wanted to climb to the top first. All right, this was unexpected, but it is very pretty. Cool. So we're now just sitting and waiting because there's a line to go up, so they're obviously controlling how many people go up and down. I thought we were just gonna climb a set of stairs, but it's like you get the museum experience and then you wait in line. I feel like I'm at the DMV. Well, that took like a second. Okay, so that's where we're going. Okay, that is a small door. This is very tight. Oh, my claustrophobia is different than I did the
You thought you had the end of...
I did. Okay, I did not expect this in here for some reason. I thought it'd be more like the just working with this steppage again. I feel like I've become pretty pro at foot placement on these, but I feel like I may have also just jinxed myself.
At this stage, I feel like the stairs, spiral staircases have actually become a ride. Actually made like this, because it was easier to defend against attackers, because it was easier to fight from above in a small spiral staircase than it was to actually have an open area.
Thank you.
side and after you go up for the top.
Whoa! So you can hear the bell. Oh, I didn't see that when we got up here.
We go up further.
So it's noon right now. That's why the bells are going off on the church. There we go. You ready to keep climbing? The journey continues.
Mind the head.
Yeah. Okay, this is like legitimately one of the lowest and tightest like hallways and stairs that we have climbed. This is next level.
This is shoulder width.
This is like a tunnel. The views just keep getting better.
Wow, that changes your angle really quickly, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. It looks like a postcard.
It's very windy.
This view is incredible. Oh my god.
It gets better though.
Should we keep going? Let's keep going this way. Ooh, that's a tight tunnel.
You got tighter.
I know. Like, we're both like legitimately ducking. If you're any taller than like 5'10", you're gonna smack your head. Baby, what did I just say? What did I just say?
I wasn't looking up. I was looking down.
I'm sorry, my love. Are you okay?
Did I miss her instructions? Do we go higher up? What was this like?
No, isn't there? I saw people, I feel like, all the way up there the other day. Or was I mistaken?
I don't know.
Is your head okay?
At this rate, I've hit my head on so many things, it doesn't matter anymore. It's a South African head, it doesn't feel much. This is why we play rugby as children, because you get used to the head hits in life. Based on visual observation, I see that I think the next tower has a staircase up to the top. I think I can see people going up. Hopefully we can do that. Yes. All my sense of sight.
Matteo wasn't paying attention when she was giving us instructions, so we'll see. We'll just follow the crowd.
Okay. Come. Okay, we have to go up.
Okay.
We have to go up.
Watch your head. This is like my claustrophobia here is like not okay.
Keep going, it's the next one.
Like I'm 5'8".
71 more steps.
71 more steps. Okay, so you don't have to keep going if you don't want. Some people are opting out.
Alright.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, this somehow is tighter than the last staircase. I'm just gonna go sideways, honestly, because there's like seriously no space for your feet.
They are very small.
This is, I think, the smallest one so far we've ever climbed, to be honest with you.
It's actually very frustrating to climb like this.
I feel like I do need to
Your
turn
whole body's
sideways.
twisted the whole way up.
It's easier to just go sideways.
Yeah. Until you trip over.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So they're 71. Wow, they are not kidding. This thing is just going. Oh wait, I think I hear someone coming down. Sorry. We have nowhere to go. Okay, cool. Made it. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is wild. This is so cool. I seriously can't believe this. I feel like I'm like sitting in a postcard. It's a little bit windy up here, but the sky is blue. These views are unreal. This is insane. That's the Piazza del Campo right there. I think you could throw a stone and hit it. So you get a 360 degree panoramic view. Look at that. What do you see? Don't knock your glasses over the side.
There you go, look, the compass on.
Let's see. My goodness, over these precarious little steps here. This view is breathtaking. Was this worth it?
This is worth it. This is cool. I didn't actually really expect this, to be honest with you. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is cool.
So there doesn't seem to be like a set time, but you're gonna want to pace yourself to when people are coming up and going back down, because there is no way you can pass someone on this staircase. Now we're going down with the next group.
Time to go.
Time to go. Yeah, see, it says mind ahead. This is seriously tight. Matteo, watch your head. That's funny, they actually put a pad there in case you smack it. Okay, so if you can't take those extra 71 steps to the top, at least you still get a pretty cool view from the middle section here.
Even for me, that spiral staircase was like a real trip.
I know. This looks like a postcard view for real. Oh no, not another one. We were spoiled before. This one's wider. I didn't know it could get tighter than this. Gotta count your blessings.
I do like these spiral staircases though. They make me feel really medieval.
Oh, I'm so dizzy. It's like I want to do quicker to get there faster, but then I also just get dizzier faster. Oh, bless. Thanks. Wow. Made it.
Even I'm a bit dizzy.
I know. I need to sit for a second. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, these what these chairs are for. I actually need to sit for a sec. Oh. I just need a minute. But at least you get to sit and look at beautiful artwork, so it's good. Wow, this was like the most unexpected thing we've done so far. I don't know what I was anticipating, but this museum with that view was definitely not it. So I'm pleasantly surprised with how this morning has started. There's a skull in this one. Who is it?
Saint Clement Martyr, I think.
That's definitely the best preserved one we've seen. It looks very fancy with that gold-like ornamentation.
It's creepy. The window behind me used to be the main window in the cathedral, made in the year 1287 to 1288, so that's a good 800 years old.
It still looks like it's in like pristine condition.
The giant stained glass window actually stood in the cathedral from 1288 to 1943 before being dismantled for the first time ever due to the war, and so it's been here ever since.
Are these the 12 apostles? Are you counting?
Why are they 14?
They look like they're spilling tea. Is it just me, or does it look like this guy's flipping the other guy off? Alrighty, so we're all done with the museum and the panoramic view, and somehow the time's getting away from us, and we almost need to be back getting in line for the club. Thank you. Wow, that was way more, there was just way more in there than I thought there would be. That is the prettiest gift shop we've ever been in. It's like literally inside of a chapel on the side of this entire endeavor. That was crazy.
That was actually really cool, eh? So you do the museum and the It's called La Facciatone, the new cathedral where you get to see the panoramic view of the city. That's actually quite.
Yeah,
I
know. I
didn't
feel
really
like
feel.
I thought that would take like 20 minutes for some reason. Then we got like sucked in. The museum was actually, it was like nice. There was like enough for you to look at but it was like short and sweet. You know what I mean?
Definitely wasn't like overdone.
My
There wasn't
kind of
an intense
museum.
amount.
Short and sweet. And somehow the time's gotten away from us again. But what is it, like 1 o'clock right now? We have to be in line in like probably 15-20 minutes to go to the inside of the cupola. We haven't even seen the rest of the complex yet.
But there's the crypt over there.
Oh yeah,
the basilica's at the bottom.
So much to do. Wow, this is like a full day event here. So we were all the way up there. How crazy is that? All right, let's say hello. We just met Courtney and Taylor here at the Siena Cathedral. Yay, ciao. Thanks for saying hi, guys. Nice to meet you guys. You too. We hope you have an awesome rest of your trip.
Yes, thank you. Ciao.
All right, Matteo, what are we gonna go do?
We're gonna get some water quick. Because we need to hydrate. And because we're actually staying in Siena, I don't need a backpack. So I don't have anything to carry. But we're gonna still go get our water.
They do have a lot of rules here outside the cathedral in these places where you actually can't bring a backpack. You can't, like, there's just a bunch of no signs. I'll put it here so you can see. Just so be aware of that before you come. Make sure you leave that stuff either at your hotel or somewhere. I don't know if they have lockers here, actually. I didn't ask. We're getting these little guys for 50 cents. Were you waiting for a receipt for our €1?
I don't know, it's apparently a thing you have to do.
Get a receipt?
Yeah, that's why every place you go to here, you'll get given a receipt, because there's legal stuff, from what I understand, that if you exit and you go around the corner and the cop asks you for your receipt that you just came from, they get in trouble or something. So that's why they always give you a receipt, even for the smallest purchases.
You ready to climb this thing? It looks like the weather's getting a little questionable here. This is why we climbed the other one first. Okay, fast pass. What is this, Disneyland? Meeting point? I think so. It says meeting point there. So maybe let's ask them. This is crazy. He said you still have 15 minutes, so he let us into the cathedral and then we'll come stand back over here. This is actually nuts. Look at Matteo's face. Look at it.
It's actually, I know we say we see a lot of cathedrals and it's hard to like compare them, but honestly, the Siena Cathedral, this Romanesque Gothic style, is just packed from floor to ceiling. And when I say floor, I mean floor. The mosaics are on the floor, which apparently are only visible during certain times of the year because of the palio. I think it's from August to October. I don't know if this is still open or whether they close it up afterwards at a certain time. I'm not too sure. But the walls are just covered in frescoes, the black and white marble. The ceiling is completely covered in paintings, blue and gold stars.
The heads of the popes.
The 127 popes' heads looking down on us. This is the most stacked cathedral we've ever been inside. And we've been inside a lot of cathedrals over the past 3 years. There is not one empty spot inside this entire church.
I seriously do not know how to capture this properly.
This is the hardest church I've ever filmed.
There's so much happening. Ooh, there's the pulpit.
This is the hardest church I've ever tried to capture. I know I've said I've been pretty speechless in some churches and some cathedrals, but this one takes the cake. It's very dark in here because of the architectural style, but even with the low light, I mean, it's just the most breathtaking thing. I'm looking at the camera and it's just not capturing. If you are in Siena, you absolutely have to come into this cathedral. I just have no words. This is just beyond. It's absolutely beyond. Okay, we're gonna come back in here because we are by no means done looking, but it is 1:20 and our climbing time is 1:30. So we're just gonna get in line now and then come back inside.
So the Porta del Cielo allows us to climb the cathedral's rooftop and terrace. But can we talk about this mosaic floor a little bit more? This is like, the Renaissance masters created this mosaic floor and it's one of the most beautiful in Italy. That's why they try and preserve it. So, wow. It's just, wow.
You've got all those heads looking down on you. Of course, you got the Medici cross right there. Grazie. Alrighty, and the ascent has begun. And we're back. Okay, to be fair, this one's definitely much lighter. It's better lit. Not as bad as the other new cathedral. I actually forgot to ask how many steps this was, so we're gonna have to check that at the end. But very windy still. And you've got like got some random doors here. Oh, we're just going. Not terrible, actually. This is quite doable. Better than some of the other ones we've climbed. I think we're almost there. See the light. Oh, well, it's just a, viewpoint. Oh my God. Okay, well, there's a rope here, so we don't go out. It's like duck in here. There's these things so you don't hit your head. They literally have padding. That's for you. Oh, these are the original gargoyles. You can see the inside of the church. There's like a skylight up here. You can see inside the cathedral from here. That's incredible. There's all the tools here.
That's how they brought up the yoga mat.
Yeah. In case they wanted to do yoga. This is pretty cool. Oh. Cool. This is very similar to the climb up to the cupola in Florence, where on different levels they showed you like the different tools and stuff, and the different mechanisms, how they actually built it. But look, they've come prepared. This is the one place I've seen actual like padding for your head. Okay, so these, at least now we got nice and normal stairs. That's much better. See the city from here. How's that view?
That's pretty awesome. Right now we're on the outside of the dome, walking around, I think the top. I can't really tell.
We were higher though over there when we climbed that earlier, but you still get a gorgeous view from here.
Our weather's looking
Questionable, huh? So get the view here. It's a very tight squeeze. Yeah, so there's like enough for like one person, but you do like a loop-de-loop so that your whole group gets a chance to get to the end and back. And everybody gets a view. That's sick.
I have no idea. It makes sense.
Where are we going?
So now we're inside the cathedral.
Wow.
Yeah, the other ones I've been running in the church that like paint and it also falls.
So not only do you have a view this way, but you also have a view through this window again. Whoa. This is phenomenal.
I think we're going around the other side now. There we go. With the view of the Church of Saint Dominic.
Wow. Toast tour guiding on this. Alrighty, and now we're heading back down. This is incredible. Thank you, good sir. Watch your head. So much padding here. I feel like I'm in the Shire. This is a trap. You have to watch not only your head but also the floor in front of you, because there's so much you could also trip on simultaneously while smacking your head. What are you doing back there, bud? Where are we going back up?
Oh, you're going further up.
Oh, that was unexpected. I thought we were going back down.
Well, you get to see from the facade.
Terrace. Alright, okay. Oh, look above us. I wasn't expecting this. That's cool.
You see the other side of it. The angels on the facade.
Oh, are we literally on the front of the church right now?
The facade is
Oh, that's crazy, yeah. Wow. You can see the kind of gargoyles and the statues here in front of us.
interesting. Try to make yourself dizzy.
I know.
Round trip took about 23 minutes.
We're not at the bottom yet, though, so.
How are you doing that?
I'm trying not to vomit on your head. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Oh, you made it. All right, we just finished our tour. I think they do it in 30-minute increments. So, yeah, now we're back at the bottom. We're gonna enjoy the church some more. So when we walked on the terrace, we were able to peek our heads out right there to get a look into the church. This is huge. And they do have audio guides here as well with the headphones attached to the cords. So it's €2 and you can get all the information while you stand here and listen.
So the flooring we see that's available at the front of the cathedral is obviously not the most important one, because right here where we stand, there is a massive carpet covering most of the ground.
Is that why?
So maybe that's what's underneath us is the more intricate.
I was wondering, I was like, it's very random that so much of this is carpeted and only a bit is showing, because you can see that there's a floor under there. So do you think that's what gets shown for Palio?
Yeah, so between August and October, from my understanding, they revealed this after the Palio of Assunta, which is the second Palio for the year. But this pulpit is absolutely wild. You can tell it looks similar to the one in the Pisa Cathedral. The pulpit was also made by Nicola Pisano, our man who made the pulpit in Pisa. There's also 4 early Michelangelo sculptures here. Piccolomini Library. The ceiling is incredibly intricate. The walls are covered in frescoes and these massive books that are here from 500, 600 years ago. It's very detailed, very vivid, very alive. just incredibly a lot.
Where to next?
Crypt. And we go to the crypt.
Alright.
To get to the crypt and the baptistry, we have to go around the side. But
Oh, that was a lot, man. My neck is like hurting. You don't even know where to look when you're inside this cathedral. There's something literally over every millimeter of space. Absolutely incredible. Oh my God. Where is the crypt entrance?
The crypt's right around the corner, behind us here in the shade. We're just
Warming up.
basking for a second. It's on the stairs on the left side of the cathedral, but from the back. We'll show you. Over here.
There we go.
The crypt is where the crypty stuff is.
Nice. Good explanation.
It's very dark.
Oh, I was like, where are we going? Oh, cool. Oh, it's so warm in here?
We're not going to be here for too long.
Why? Oh, is this the whole thing? So they do have the audio guides pretty much in a lot of these areas. So for €2, you can stand here. You have to stay connected to the machine, but you can stand and get the info.
Must be like the top of the basilica.
Oh, cool.
The crypt looks like it tells the story of the Passion of Christ.
So it's basically like 12 stations of the cross, but just in like one long mural. It's actually still in excellent condition.
Looks like most of the information in the crypt is in Italian. So you do have the €2 thing, like Michelle said at the front. From my understanding, there's also an app that you could listen to stuff, or a QR code that you can scan. I must actually double check the pamphlet. Maybe you can find it on there.
I think that was it.
I think that was the entire crypt. The crypt took about 10 minutes. And that's probably if you read all the signs as well. So you don't have to be there for too long.
It was very hot in there.
Yeah, it's quite nice and warm. A little toasty. Now we're going to go check out the baptistry. I don't know how big that's going to be either. So try to find out. That was really cool.
Okay, and so this giant building that everyone probably thinks is the cathedral is actually the baptistry.
You'll see the acronym OPA, OPA, all over this church and all over the one in Pisa. It stands for something to do with the Pisan building of all the buildings that were built around about the same time, around the time the Pisa Cathedral was built, if that made any sense. During June, July, August, they highly suggest that you book your tickets online, otherwise you're not going to get inside, especially for the church. They say if you want to get up to the Porta Del Cielo to see the terraces and that, they say you should book more than a week in advance. Keep that in mind. Don't be us. Don't just rock up on the day if it's summertime.
Into the baptistry. Oh.
also there's scaffolding right in the middle of the baptistry. I'm gonna assume that they're restoring the baptismal font because it's a baptistry and that's usually the centerpiece of a baptistry. From here through the scaffolding, it seems like this one's actually quite ornate, so I'm really bummed that we're unable to see it. But if you're here and you've seen it, comment below and let us know. Again, here you also can use the €2 audio guides in the baptistry as well.
This baptistry's name is the Baptistery of San Giovanni. Shocking. It's also very small, like one room, kind of. And if our Renaissance explanations haven't taught you anything, Donatello and Lorenzo Ghiberti, both vitally important during the Renaissance.
And these are their works right here.
Ghiberti was our man without the panel, remember? And
Yeah, on the Doors of Paradise.
Bargello. That's the whole thing. There's something else in the front, but there's laser work going on, which means they are probably
Restoring it.
storing something.
Okay, so we haven't covered it yet, but when I studied abroad with Loyola at the Rome Center, we did do a trip to Assisi, and I did go to the Church of St. Francis of Assisi, and the second I stepped into this baptistry, that's immediately what I thought of, because if you've seen the church in Assisi, the ceiling looks very much like this. It's like low and arched, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. So if you've seen it, I feel like this is a very close comparison to that. It's absolutely stunning. It's really unfortunate we can't see the middle of it, but at least they're restoring it, so it'll still be around hopefully for generations. That took about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was very small. But that concludes all of our stops for the day.
Wait, I've figured it out. This is what the baptismal font looks like that we couldn't see. And there's also a little altar in there. So we've missed all of this because it's all blocked off with the scaffolding.
But if you angle the camera right, it's almost as though we're inside.
Yeah, like nothing ever happened. That looks much prettier than a giant scaffolding thing, but that's okay. I wonder if the panels that we saw inside were actually replicas of this, or maybe the originals, because this looks like the Doors of Paradise as well. So each of those panels must have been carved by somebody important.
And then there's the little bronze sculptures.
Yeah. So we saw those displayed. I wonder if they took them off. Like, how would they do that? Because they're sitting in the little cabinets. So I wonder what the situation is with that.
Now that we've completed all of the monuments of Porta del Duomo here, we have some final thoughts. Our favorite activity for the day?
This guy.
Yeah, definitely
That was-
La Facciatone.
Yeah, all of it was beautiful, and I'm happy we got to experience all of it and also climb inside the dome. But the dome is just tighter, like it just felt a lot more. Obviously you're in a group, you have 30 minutes total for your session, and you just get kind of herded along. It's very tight squeeze. This one, it felt a little bit more chill. You could take your time, and just it was more open, like width-wise at the top, so you weren't like necessarily squeezed against other people or squeezed against a railing.
And you got the 360-degree view going around.
Yeah, the cupola, it was just like more cramped. So if you had to pick just one, I think we both definitely recommend the new cathedral climb.
But we also recommend getting the €20 ticket and just doing all of it. I mean, there's a €5 difference, I think, between that and the one below it.
Yeah.
So just get the full package, do all of it. The baptistry and the crypt are both small. The church is awesome, and you could actually do it pretty fast.
Yeah, I think we started around 11:30, I want to say, maybe 11:45, and we were done by 3. And that's obviously when we film, we have to take our time. So you could probably get it done even faster than that.
Yeah, so it's actually very manageable. It was a lot, but I'm surprised we actually finished it so quickly.
Is this your new favorite church in Italy?
Yeah, this cathedral, oh wow, just speechless. I think your neck like cranes. Every inch of it is covered. It's absolutely spectacular. Our video is not gonna do it justice.
No.
I tried so hard, and I told Matteo, I was like, I'm not getting this. You have to see the inside of the cathedral if you're in Siena.
But if you've been to Italy and you've come across a cathedral more beautiful, definitely leave a comment
Yeah.
below. Let us know which one you think was your best, or if the Siena Cathedral was the most beautiful one you've seen as well. But until next time, bye.
We'll see you in our next Siena video.